But I did like the plan though from Tiffany. I think she did mastermind it all. Hopefully they build off of this with Tiffany and just have her make it seem like, yeah, I wasn't dumb. I was actually smarter than you realize. Yeah, I planned this thing from the whole beginning. Yeah,
It's
I knew
this
what I was doing.
this is almost like what I prophesized or proposed several months ago about how the cash-in should actually. They did it in a roundabout fashion. Like they didn't have her. It wasn't exactly what I said. I forget exactly what I said, but I know it wasn't this. But they did have her use her intellect as a way to get the championship, as opposed to just being uh, downtrodden and beaten up. And no, this was probably the most complex Money in the Bank cash-in we've seen, because she had to contend with first Nia Jax. She had to get her out of the way. And so,
Hmm.
how did she do that? Well, she gets somebody else to do the heavy lifting for her, Bianca Belair.
Hmm.
Candice LeRae has been constantly by Nia's side to try to replace Tiffany Stratton, so she
Yeah,
has to get
should
her
take
out of
her
the way.
out. Yep.
Right. Then Naomi, the actual person that's in the match, you have to contend with her because none of them like you.
Hmm.
So she had to worry about four other individuals that could have potentially gotten in the way of the cash in, and she cashed in successfully. Usually, when you see something that convoluted, somebody will stop the cash in from being successful, or they'll stop the cash in from even occurring. None of those things happened. Tiffany Stratton's our new women's champion on SmackDown, and I mean, you can see how this is going to play out. Her next feud is going to be Nia Jax on a warpath to regain her championship. How does she retain against Nia Jax? I don't know, but I know she will.
Right. She can't just have trick Bianca to coming out in the middle of the
No,
match and doing a KOD somehow again cleanly without the ref seeing it. Then
like
have her.
before the match, she's gonna say, like, they're in the ring, they're stood in the ring, and then she's gonna go up to Nia and she'll say, Bianca Belair called you a bitch, and
or she
then and now Nia's like, bring her ass out, bring her out.
or they gonna have to do something even more silly, like before the match even starts, you should have Tiffany jump Bianca, and then during the match, Bianca's gonna come out and try to get some revenge on Nia. And then KOD and Nia, and then Tiffany somehow wins or something crazy silly one.
We don't need Tiffany Stratton being a Liv Morgan heel. We don't.
Yeah.
And
Yeah. Well, I think
I'm
she's
really
kind of a
afraid of
baby
that.
face. She's pretty much a baby face now, if you really think about it. Because she got on the table and she was just like, yeah, this is mine now. And she
Josh,
did it against, I think she's pretty much a baby face now.
she attacked the biggest babyface in the division.
I did think about that, but
Two of them.
they would still cheer for her though.
Were they cheering for her because they like her or because they hate Nia?
It could work both ways.
I don't think that she's a babyface because what she did to Bianca Belair and Naomi, those are very healers. Like, those aren't light heel behaviors. These are really, you deep in your heel bag. You do some stuff like that.
I don't know.
It
Maybe they just hate Nia, but hey,
they do.
she was different. She was definitely getting cheers though. I mean, even like when it was like, yeah, do it. I don't know, but maybe that
The
could be
money in
because
the
of Nia.
Historically, the Money in the Bank cash-ins has always gotten a pretty significant reaction from the crowd.
Right.
Now, what happens afterwards? That's going to be the real tell. Because I mean, think
This
about it.
yeah
The, the, the title doesn't change hand on the shows a lot.
this makes me think that Tiffany is gonna lose it at WrestleMania against who? I don't know, but
Charlotte Flair, who just came back the week before. No, no,
what
no. Better yet, she
won the
comes.
Royal Rumble.
Charlotte Flair comes back that night. Like, you remember?
WrestleMania.
Yes. Like they did that angle where John Cena was calling out the Undertaker, and John Cena, they didn't have that. He didn't have a match. And it was like because the Undertaker hadn't responded to him, and then like right before he heard that the Undertaker was there, and John Cena was sitting in the audience, he was eating popcorn with the fans and stuff like that. They're gonna do that same angle with Charlotte Flair. She's like, oh well, she's just she's not medically cleared yet, and she's just here in attendance. She's gonna be front row with her popcorn. You see the bar pop up. Charlotte Flair, former women's champion, 300 times, and then she has her popcorn sat there, and then you're gonna see Tiffany Stratton there, and Tiffany Stratton has a match against somebody else. Charlotte Flair is gonna hop the barricade, attack the person that Tiffany has a match with, and get awarded the match, and beat Tiffany Stratton in 8 seconds.
Yeah, but that definitely she could definitely lose to Charlotte Flair at
I pray to God that it's
at
not
WrestleMania.
happen.
But it'll be interesting to see because I do feel she probably would lose it at WrestleMania. But to who?
Especially her inaugural run, because that gives her enough time to have a lengthy run and tell multiple stories. Because I mean, the Naya's revenge is gonna be one,
Right.
but she's gonna outsmart Naya, and then what? Who does she fight then?
Yeah. That's the question. Like, who's after Naya? Right.